Jason Kidd is not being fired. Stop it. Stop it. You don't fire a coach after his second season. Yes, they made it to the Western Conference Finals, but they literally deconstructed the defense. And people are calling for his firing, but shout out Sports Illustrated about a week ago. They talked about it. They said people were acting as if they wanted to fire him and were acting like it's done. Jason Kidd helped this team win a championship 10 years ago. And yeah, they're missing the plan. So I don't think Kyrie bolts. I don't think Jason Kidd's getting fired. Okay, at this point, I know the trade for Kyrie Irving has seemed like a disaster. Kyrie and Luka aren't meshing on the court, and Luka is clearly unhappy off it. And his close friends are Dorian Finney-Smith and Boban Marjanovic, and they're not there. And Irving, I don't think he inadvertently sabotaged the season. I just think, look, this is a team that they're still figuring out, okay? He is still figuring it out, and he'll be back. And look, if they are truly tanking, the 10th pick will be a great trade asset. And literally, Nico Harrison said on March 31st on the disappointing season, Jason Kidd is still our guy. And that's what we need. Okay, this was, yes, a team that was once a top 4 team that has fallen out playing contention. And, Nico Harrison has not liked what he's seen. But Nico Harrison is boys with Kyrie. And this is a team that it's all about connections. And for me, I don't think they're going to fire Jason Kidd because, look, the Dallas Mavericks are a team that this season they've struggled. And they've struggled to recapture that success from last year. And there's rumors swirling that they may be considering a coaching change. Specifically, the speculation is that they might fire Jason Kidd, their current head coach. In this video, I'll explore some of the reasons why the Mavericks might make such a move. First, it's important to note that Jason Kidd's only in his second season. And despite his pedigree as a Hall of Fame player with previous coaching experience with the Brooklyn Nets and Milwaukee Bucks, the Mavs' performance this season has been lackluster. They're, been around 500 and are in danger, or, not danger. They did miss the play-in at this point. They've been eliminated. And this is not the kind of performance that Mavs fans or even Mark Cuban had come to expect. And that's why some people think it's signal a change is needed. I believe coaches deserve 4 years. And one of the areas this team has struggled is arguably the defensive end. They're currently one of the worst defensive teams in efficiency and allowing opponents to score at a relatively high rate. And this is obviously a concern, as defense is often a key component of a successful team in the NBA. And this is a team that last year was one of the best defensive teams. This season, some critics have pointed to Kidd's defensive schemes and his inability to make adjustments or call timeouts, game management as reasons for the team struggle on that end of the court, because his players love him, supposedly. Another area of concern, a lack of success against top teams. As of this writing, I believe they still have a losing record against the top teams with winning records. And that's not a good sign for a team that has hopes of competing for a championship, as they will inevitably face tough competition in the playoffs. Some have argued that Kidd has not been able to develop an effective game plan against these top teams or adjust his strategy when things are not going well. It's worth noting that there's been some reports of tension between Kidd and some Mavericks key player, particularly Luka Doncic. While these reports have been largely speculative, there could be a deeper sign of issues with the team that needs to be addressed. If there's a lack of trust, communication between the coach and his players, it could be difficult to make the kind of progress needed to compete at a high level. Of course, it's possible that the Mavericks will stick with Kidd and give him more time to implement his vision for the team. He's a respected coach with a lot of experience, and it is always challenging to turn around a struggling team and just, and it is always a challenge to turn around a struggling team in the middle of a season. So Mavericks underperformed and they missed the playoffs. And yeah, it's possible that Mark Cuban may feel the need to change the coaching position, but only time will tell whether Jason Kidd will continue to lead the Mavericks or they'll decide to move into a different direction, which I doubt. You don't fire Jason Kidd. You don't fire Jason Kidd. So I want to hear your guys' thoughts with all of this stuff that's going on. That, yeah, it seems ridiculous, okay? It seems ridiculous. And also, I made a video saying yesterday that the Mavs could be carried to the playoffs by Luka Doncic and Kyrie. That's just straight up not happening anymore. So that video makes me look really stupid. I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that good jazz. I'm going to peace out, though, for today. Love y'all. Bye.